there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Once again, it is Sovereign Saturday. Don't interfere with someone else's life. Don't interfere with someone else's life. One thing about being sovereign, it means you have control over your own life and you doing your own thing. But don't ever, I can say ever like for like the next video, this whole video and everything. Don't ever feel the need to interfere with someone else's life. Don't feel the need to try to put someone else down. Don't even talk about them. As long as they're not interfering with your life, you don't interfere with theirs. And even if they are interfering with your life, you just make it so that they can't do so, and then you still go on. But whatever the case, you don't try to put them down. See, you get some people, they going on doing their thing in life, and then they feel the need because of jealousy or whatever to interfere with someone else's life. One thing about being sovereign is you don't have to have, it don't mean you have control over someone else's life. It means your life and your life alone. You don't have, first of all, you don't have time to interfere with someone else's life. How you got time? You up here trying to build your life up. You up here trying to build your sovereignty. You're trying to like be in a position where you have control over your life. You try to build your business. You try to move forward in your job. You trying to get a nice home. You trying to get things. You don't have time to mess with someone else. Because you get a lot of people out there, that's what they want to do. They want to interfere with someone else's life. They want to bring someone else down. You don't have time for that. And you shouldn't even want to. For what? How's that helping you? How is stopping someone else from doing what they're doing helping you? You might think so, and trust me, there's plenty of people out there that think so, but really it doesn't. Because the time that you spend trying to bring somebody else down, trying to interfere with your life, is time you could have spent building up your own life. And even in situations where they trying to come after you, it's like, no, you just do enough to keep them from bothering you, but you don't mess with their life. Let them live. Let them live. Even if you see situations where they're gonna mess up. Now, if they're a good friend of yours or family or something, yeah, you could say something. And yes, you can help out, but ultimately they have the choice. They have the choice. Now, that's especially in a case you don't know them at all. Like getting online. You get some people that will get online and they will comment, and they will spend all their time commenting on other people's web pages or whatever, channels, whatever. Spending time showing some hate towards them. I was like, well, hold up. That time that you spent even thinking about it, you could have been working on your own thing. You could have been working on the things that you want to do, the things you got to do, you know? Like sometimes people be hitting me up every now and then, and they'll say, yeah, this person said this person said that. I'm like, okay. Even in situations where somebody say, well, yeah, this person talking about you. I'm like, okay. All right. And I've had that quite a few times. And I'm just like, yeah, I could look them up and see what's up. Or I could just sit back and keep building my channel and give them something to talk about. Give them something to be mad about. Give them something, because they're not stopping me. You know, they're not stopping me from doing what I'm doing. I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm trying to build my business, building my sovereignty. I don't have time to deal with anybody else. Anybody who's building their sovereignty, they got to think the same way. You don't have time. You don't have time. If somebody's wasting their time, you living rent-free in their heads. You don't have to worry about them. So you don't need to be worried about somebody else. I want y'all to think about something. Every second that you spend worried about somebody else, every second that you spend trying to break their life down, every second you trying to interfere with them or trying to stop them, Just every second you even thinking about them. That's a second that you could have been working on your sovereignty. You could have been building your business. You could have been on your mission. I want you to think about that. Because time is very important. Time is very important. And you don't really have that much time. Shoot, because I'm thinking, look, I'll use myself for an example. Between making these videos, dealing with my family, sleeping, and I'm still, I got to sleep a bit more now. Between doing all that, I don't have time to worry about somebody else. That's how you got to think. You got all this stuff you got to worry about that you dealing with. Because as a sovereign man, shoot, you should be busy. First of all, to be sovereign, you're gonna have to work to get there. You're not gonna just be sitting around, you gotta do some work. Okay, so you gotta be focused on that. And I know y'all be watching my man gets woman stuff, so I know you gotta spend some time with that nice young lady. Shoot. And if you got family, you got some children, you gotta spend time with them. You don't have time for anybody who don't have anything going on. Because when you get somebody who's focused on other people like that, that is a sign that they don't have anything going on in their own life. You don't have time for that mess, all right? You don't have time to interfere with someone else's life. If they got time and all of that, that's on them. Like I said, you only deal with them if they directly interfering with something you're doing. And even then, you just deal with it just enough to stop them from doing what they're doing. Just enough. But even then, sometimes you could just be like, you're not even worried about it. Because look, here's the thing with being a sovereign man. It does take work. It does take work, it takes time, it takes effort. And it's not easy. I wish it was easy. I wouldn't have to talk about it so much. It'd be natural. But it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's you gotta work. Whatever your mission is, you gotta work. Whether it's, just making money, whatever, you gotta work. Spending time for yourself, that's time. Because I be looking at time. Time is money. I'm gonna be real with you. Time is money. You be looking at it, you be like, dang, where all the time go? I be working on some stuff, all of a sudden it's the evening. I was working on something the other day. I had just some videos to make and then some other stuff to do. And now all of a sudden I was like, dang, it's the evening already? I don't have time to be chasing other people. You shouldn't have time to be worrying about what they're doing. Like I said, as long as they ain't bothering with you, and even then, let them, as long as they ain't directly stopping you from doing something. If they not doing that, don't worry about it, all right? And you definitely don't need to be interfering with someone else's life. You don't have time to, all right? You working on becoming a sovereign man, all right? So I want y'all to think about everything I talked about. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Keep rising to become the sovereign man that you're meant to be, all right? Peace and blessings, everyone.